Good morning. I'm going to demonstrate medication administration for an 8 a.m. medication pass for Tanisha Johnson. So I'm going to get my med book out, and I'm going to get my controlled substance book out and my healthcare provider order. So the first thing that I'm going to do is wash my hands and prepare my area. So I've got all of my stuff ready, the medication box, which is locked, a cup, and a med cup. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that there's a medication order. The first thing that I'm going to do is go and unlock the lockbox and find the controlled medication of clonazepam. I'm unlocking the box, I'm finding, and I'm getting the medication. So I have it right here in front of me with the pharmacy label. So the first thing I'm going to do is make sure that there's a healthcare provider order, which there is. There's my healthcare provider order, and I'm just going to make sure that it compares with the pharmacy label. So it's clonazepam, 1 milligram by mouth twice daily at 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. is what is written on the healthcare provider order. And so I'm going to begin my first check. My first check will be a comparison between the pharmacy label and my med sheet, my medication administration sheet. So I'm going to look at the medication administration sheet, and what I see is clonazepam is ordered, the generic name for Klonopin. The strength is 1 milligram. The dose is also 1 milligram. So that would be 1 tablet by mouth twice daily, but we're doing the 8 a.m. dose, so at 8 a.m. And looking at the pharmacy label, I see that it is also for Tanisha Johnson, clonazepam 1 milligram. That is the generic name for Klonopin. And the order also says take 1 tablet by mouth twice daily, 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. And we're giving the 8 a.m. dose. So I'm going to take my medication cup, and I'm going to pop that medication in. And I'm going to, now, while I have the medication in the cup, I'm going to compare again my second check for the pharmacy label and the administration sheet. So the pharmacy label states that Tanisha Johnson should get 1 milligram of clonazepam, which is generic for Klonopin. She should take 1 tablet by mouth twice daily at 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. And my medication sheet also says Tanisha Johnson should take clonazepam, brand name is Klonopin, 1 milligram with a dose of 1 milligram. So that's 1 tablet by mouth twice daily, but we're doing the 8 a.m. dose. So that is the completion of my second check. So I'm going to give the medication and the water to Tanisha, and I'm going to observe for a swallow. And I did. She swallowed. And so now, while that's happening, I'm going to be doing my third, my silent check, just comparing both the label and the medication administration to once again make sure that I've given the correct medication that I have. So now I'm going to complete my documentation. So I'm going to, on my medication sheet, I'm going to choose March 4th at 8 a.m. and I'm going to put my initials in under the clonazepam. I'm also going to put an initial and a signature on the bottom because this is the first time I'm administering this medication on this sheet this month. That's good. And then I'm going to get my controlled substance book. Again, I'm looking in the index and I'm noting that Tanisha Johnson's clonazepam is on page 3. So I'm going to page 3 in the controlled substance book. And I see that I need to put in the date of 3/4 a year because that's today and the time at 8 a.m. Under root, I'm going to write by mouth. The amount that was on hand was 30. And then I did use 1, so I write out 1. I write it out in letters under amount used, and then the amount left over would be 29, and that's 29 as expected. So I'm going to sign that this number is correct in the signature part. And that's it for the Countable Controlled Substance book documentation. Then I'm going to take my medication and I'm going to place it back in the locked box. I'm going to lock it securely and and then it will be behind the second lock of the door to the medication closet, and I'll continue to observe Tanisha after giving the medication. I'm going to clean up my area, wash my hands once again, and that is the completion of my med administration. Thank you.